Hey guys, so I'm Trevor, welcome to my channel. Hi, today's video is going to be a new one. I'm sure it's a new one. Really, for me it's new. So, before we start, like, comment, subscribe, let me know if you like the video by the end of this. If you in the comment section, just comment down below what you guys thought of the video, how you played Kingdom Hearts before. So, today we're going to be doing a character kind of analysis from Kingdom Hearts his name is Sora, and he is the main character of most of the Kingdom Hearts games, and he does a lot of growing in the games, but you can see his personality, and I feel like a lot of video game character personalities are built or based off of the real life person or personality, and if MBTI uses personalities as its basis of trying to type people, I figured let's use him as an example, the ENFP, because he's a pretty clear ENFP. So what makes Sora an ENFP? Let's go through his life, and let's go through how he acts, what he thinks, like, and all that stuff. To figure out why is Sora the best representative of an ENFP in the Kingdom Hearts series, or to my mind, just in general, because I love Kingdom Hearts. I played when I was like 7 or 6, so yeah, that's probably just my brain. But yeah, so anyways, Sora, he's a boy. He's well, obviously he's a boy. He could be a girl, just based off the name, but he's a boy in this game. And Sora, he has a friend named Riku, and he grows up on this set of islands on this world called Destiny Islands, and he's living on this beachy island area. He goes to like this play island to play, where like they have a kids play island set up, where they can boat over and play and practice. They sword fight with like wooden swords, and this has their own little, like, kids area that the adults can, they brought them over to when they were younger, but then as the kids got older, they could boat over themselves and all this other stuff, right? So, this is the basis of Sora's life. He's living on this island with his friend Riku, and then Kairi shows up one day out of nowhere from the sky or whatever, from somewhere, right? She's just from some random place. We find out later where she's from, but Kairi, to some degree, is literally just shows up, poof, thin air, right? And this prompts Sora and Riku to be questioning, and this is still after seeing a couple people show up on the island from a different world with keys and as weapons, and with like strange armor and stuff like that. So Sora, he and Riku end up wanting to explore the world, to find Kairi's home world, and to just explore and to experience new things, seek adventures, and to learn new things, right? To grow. And we're going to do this together. They're building a raft to go out and to do this exploring, right? So they build a raft, they get all this food together, they get like all this, they get a couple days worth of food together, and their plan is to go as far as the raft will take them, and then from there, just, end up just figure out a different way from there, which ENFPs are pretty known to do. INJs are not, which Riku, I'm pretty sure, is, and ENJs can be dependent on the scenario. So, to Sora, at least, it was more so, characteristic of his type, and, the night they're supposed to take off, the night before they take off with the raft, Sora notices some commotion in the play area, and he notices that Riku and Kairi's rafts are over, or canoes are over by the island when he leaves his house to go out there. Rebellious, like FI is, FI is in a teenage year. He goes out, and he's like, oh no, Riku and Kairi's boats are here. What the crap is going on, right? So he goes, he finds Riku, and Riku's summoning darkness and is basically trying to eat the world with darkness, right? And Kairi is nowhere to be found. So you eventually travel to the new world, and based off all that information we have so far about Sora, we can tell that he is a very consume based person. Like, he wants to just learn more about the world, to learn new things, to go up and learn new things, right? In fact, even there's a cutscene on Destiny Islands between Sora and this mysterious figure, who Sora literally says, well, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna learn what's out there, and I'm gonna grow, and I'm gonna experience, and I'm gonna learn, and that's inferior side talking. It's like, I wanna grow, and I wanna learn, and I wanna go out there and learn. It's like, and you with inferior side. It's like, literally, I'm gonna go into physical reality and learn. But I'm also going to keep my FI morals the same. I'm also going to, Sora doesn't change his morals. To some degree, he's not afraid of doing what he needs to do to achieve what he wants in his life. So I'm trying to give examples where his FI-ness is different than FE, and how I can kind of describe that. So for example, I think it's best to show it when Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2 was being called Roxas, right? So, because it looked like Sora was called Roxas, and because Sora was connected to Roxas, and Roxas left his organization, the organization members were attacking Sora, calling him Roxas because, reasons in the game, and Sora was like, I'm Sora, and nobody else, and then, I'm not saying an FP person wouldn't be, or TI, a heavy TI person wouldn't be tied to the identity of, oh, I'm this person, but Sora was so adamant, even Kingdom Hearts 1, when you meet Sid, Sid starts calling him a kid, and starts calling him kid because, Sora's young, he looks young, and Sid's an older man, so he's or not older, but, 30s, so he looks down at Sora he's calling him hey kid, what's up kid, I can't help you kid right now, whatever, all these different things, and Sora's like, hey, his name's Sora, can you call me that? So, another example, I guess, of that would be his infatuation of, or not infatuation, but his kind of, if something doesn't go right, I guess what I'm trying to say, he doesn't forget about it, as he does, but he keeps it to himself, and he doesn't tell anyone about it, in essence. Riku, I believe, is an INFJ, and Kairi is an ENFJ. They both talk about, what they're going through in most games. Sora, he might talk about the things he's going through, but he doesn't talk about that in relation to other people. He kind of only tells people the basics of what's happening. In Kingdom Hearts 3, he tells Anna about how about the time he lost Riku and Kairi, and Kingdom Hearts 1, how he was scared and this and that. So to some degree, he does share things, but he's very selective of what he shares to people, versus FE, who are open and who are open to some people. We're reflective, so we're open to some people, but we're also not open. That depends on also the first function. If FE is the first function, then we're more open and more wanting of people to, if they're deemed good to us, and then if we have a perception function, or if an introverted perception function first, we're probably going to be more restrictive of, I know that as an INFJ, I'm pretty restrictive of the people and experiences I allow to come into my life, in essence. That being said, tertiary TI, right? How does Sora exhibit tertiary tertiary TE? How does Sora exhibit tertiary TE? Well, tertiary TE, in my experience, especially with any of the doubting function, it can almost look like you're at ease with the environment. You don't need to make any. Sorry, there's an ambulance there. So I hope they're okay in there. I hope they're okay in the ambulance there, or we're going to get someone out. I do hope they're okay. But yeah. So to some degree, I feel like TE tertiary types, because they don't have TI logic or frame base because of reasons, they tend to just go with the flow, and with any, especially a dominant function, it tends to just go with the flow even more. So they kind of take time and go with the flow and just kind of do what they deem is necessary in that moment. And usually it's accurate. Usually it's very like SE-like because of that reason, because of that kind of look on it. It can look very SE-like, but it's more so like they know how I react based off of how it logically makes sense to react and how much people would react to that situation, versus FETI, which is very based on who is around you and what you and what you read. I could, to some degree, I'm gonna make decisions based off what other people think, but to some degree, I'm also going to get fed up with that and get so fed up that I want to just NIT out of loop, and that's not okay either. You know what I'm saying? So tertiary TE can just be like E's, like he knows he doesn't I don't even know how to describe tertiary TE because it's really hard, because I don't use it often or at all ever, so because it's tertiary TE, I don't feel comfortable talking much about it. I mean, he's very good with weapons and fighting. He's very good with, I feel that's very TE-like. So he's very like, he has tasks of what to get done. Like TE and NI are kind of similar in that degree, where I think both the judgment function and NI are very and SI are very they're very good on that. Not able to they're like, oh, we're very task based, even though we're not routinely task based. It's more like task based. Like I'm gonna do this and I have to do this and this. It's like a follow through kind of thing. With that being said, he's also very selective about where he's going and what he's doing. With SI inferior and with NEI dominant, he's chasing after these goals. In the first game, he just wanted, he wanted to just explore the world with his friends. He wanted to take a raft and just go and explore new worlds. And then in the next couple games, he wanted to make sure his friends were safe. He wanted to find his friends, make sure they were safe, make sure that darkness didn't have them, make sure that they were back in the islands. When Kyrie wasn't on the islands anymore, he freaked out. And he was like, oh no, Kyrie's not on the island, she's not safe anymore. And he wanted to get everyone back to the islands. And then when a letter came to Mickey, to the islands, it freaked, Sora had to come into action, and his FI was like, oh, I have to do this. Like, this is, everyone's counting on me, like, I have to do this. And that might appear FE-like, but to Sora, it was very important because he had to finish what he had started. He had to finish this goal, this task. He wanted other people that were connected to him to be found, to be safe, right? To be helped. And it was only up to him. Only he could do it. So he could only, if he said no, then, and maybe that might appear FE-like, but I think it's more FI-like personally, because it's like his goal. It's like, he needs it. It's like, even though some FE user would do the same thing, Sora just did it because he needed to do it. It was up to him. He had to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then throughout the other games, like, he was trying to learn and grow and get experience and to gain knowledge and to do all these things. But he also wanted to do, he wanted to complete the goals that he had in mind, the SI inferior. He had, he went out and wanted to grow and expand, but he had the SI goal of, what he wanted to accomplish and what he wanted out of it. And he would do anything to get his goal, anything. I mean, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm not going to spoil it, but he did almost everything he could to get his goal back, and even hurting himself, which is very symbolic of FI. They'll hurt themselves to keep other people from hurting them, to keep themselves from getting hurt by other people. I think is what I'm trying to say. before other people can hurt them. FE user would do the same, but they'll try and make sure that other people aren't as hurt, I don't think. Yeah, they'll try and play it off and just kind of focus on what's happening in the moment and like be like, yeah, this is it, you know? Have to deal with it, let's just deal with it, let's get out of the way. So, with that being said, you know, I think that perfectly wraps up the ENFP personality type and Sora's character analysis. I might have missed a couple things here and there, but I think that really sums up Sora's character as a Kingdom Hearts character and just as a personality type. With that being said, I really enjoyed making this video. I'm sorry I was looking everywhere because I'm in a parking lot right now and it's like almost 3 a.m. and I don't want cops or police to pull up near me and, you know, all that stuff. My phone is on the dashboard, so I don't think I'm gonna go driving with my phone on the dashboard, so I can, like, it's against the law in my state to drive with your phone anywhere in front of you or so that you're distracted. But with that being said, I'm gonna finish this video now, guys, and I will upload it in a little bit. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope that ENFPs out there exemplify or or kind of like connect with this character analysis and with who Sora is as a character. Hopefully some people got I want to say awakened to the experience or to like the knowledge of Kingdom Hearts, and or maybe they didn't know it existed, and you know, now they know. But anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. I need to drive home. I can go to sleep. I will see you guys next time, and until next time, guys, I will see you guys. Bye.